So here we have it from the Daily Mail. Genuine asylum seeker with conviction for drug dealing and carrying a weapon can't be deported as he is socially and culturally integral into the British Immigration Tribunal said. So carrying knives and drug dealing is a part of the British culture now, if you go by this logic. When 90% of the people in the country have never done it, it's only the small 10%. But we keep getting told that this is cultural and social. I think anyone, if they've been granted asylum, not asylum, immigration or dual citizenship, if they commit a crime in the UK with a sentence that is longer than 6 months, he should never be allowed in the country again. If they commit a crime 3 times, they should never be allowed back in the country. We keep being too soft on crime, and we've got rape going up, murder going up, child abuse going up. And we keep getting told, we're going to do something about it soon. We're going to do something about it soon. And it never happens. The government keep failing. And I'm not just talking about Labour before everyone jumps on the Labour bandwagon. They've got enough problems. But even with the Tories, we need to be tougher on all crime. There's people with a petition up for if you get caught with a knife, you should get a minimum 5-year sentence. Good thing, but lots of people won't sign it because they say, oh, well, it's going to be worse for immigrants and people of the coloured community. And so what? If they're the ones carrying the knives, then it will proportionally be worse for them. But that's a good thing because you're going to save people's lives. Why is it always headlines if it's a black person being stabbed by a white person, but when it's a black person stabbing another black person, no one seems to care? Or a black gang stabbing another black gang, no one seems to care. Maybe if you cared about these communities a bit more, we wouldn't have the crime that we've got, we wouldn't have the drugs. But it's a top-down situation, I say in a lot of videos. The government don't care, the councils don't care, the police don't care, so the people stop caring. And it happens all the time. Police say that, they're not arresting people because they want to get the big drug dealers. Well, you never seem to get the big drug dealers. You get the little drug dealers, or you don't get any drug dealers. Because you're always waiting for something else to happen. And that is our problem. It's always waiting for the next person. If you took out all the small drug dealers, the bigger drug dealers would have to come out of woodwork to take their places and sort out the network again. Then you could catch them. Then you could catch their bosses. But you won't do that. You know the people growing the marijuana, bringing in the coke, the knives, the guns, but you won't act. You act every now and then when one big dealer gives out another big dealer. And then you let that big dealer back out on the street to keep committing crime because he's an informant. How about going after them all? But in our society today, we keep looking the other way for everything. We'll look the other way for this. We'll look the other way because they're asylum seekers. We'll look the other way because of their colour. We'll look the other way because of their religion. We look the other way because of society. We look the other way because the government have said. We look the other way because the council have said. We look the other way because the police have said. What point do you realise looking the other way is not working? You've tried it for the last 30 years. When? How many more people need to be killed? Do we have to have a fentanyl crisis like America and Europe, where people die or are just sitting there like zombies on the streets that we're already getting in our major cities? Or do we actually start doing stuff about it?